Luke had biliary atresia, which is where the bile duct doesn't develop from birth. At 5 months old, they looked at my husband and I, the medical team that was following us, and said, if your child doesn't get a liver transplant, he will die by the time he's 2 years old. So we were devastated. We did receive a successful transplant, and I think we were just so grateful for the gift that then put us in a position to give back to this community that's been just fabulous to us.
We are not converting you to the idea of becoming a donor. We just would like you to know what that question even means when you go to the DMV, right? And for me personally at their age, I know because I've been around it all my life, I'm informed, and now I know what the question means. When they choose to become a donor, it really is impacting someone like me, not just on the level of the family, but especially because I've been given a second chance to do every single thing just because one kid or one person in general said yes to that question. I mean, it's to show them a living story of the impact to the question.
Do you want to be a donor? And to me, that is the key. They can answer the question, yes, no, I don't know. All those are the right answers. I just want them to understand their answer to the question, and then I want them to share that answer with someone in their family so that they know, the family knows what their loved one wants. If, God forbid, they're in a situation where they can be a donor.
I definitely believe there is a capability of a program like the Gift of Life to happen in coastal regions. It's possible, but it's persistence. Lots of persistence and hard work, and really keeping strong to the message of what the Gift of Life can do for someone like me and organ transplant recipients and donors.
Yeah. This isn't a game that we're playing here. This is lives that we're shifting around. And you're really just moving them around the board at that point. We have to get more donors, and the way you get more donors is starting at the very beginning of the process of do you want to be a donor? From that question to the transplant.
How you doing?
There are so many things that happen. If you look at the whole string of events, talking about do you want to be a donor, educate yourself about the question, then might be in a position to physically be a donor. So then you have Midwest Transplant Network, our OPO, Organ Procurement Organization, stepping in and doing all the wonderful things that they so fabulously do here in our region. And then it goes to a transplant center where then you have the surgeons and the doctors that care for the patient, and then the transplant, and the surgeon literally holds life in their hand at that point. And that's when the two very different stories from the donor to the recipient collide. That's when they collide. And that's when the magic of organ donation happens. But if you don't have all of those pieces in place, that magic it just can't happen. Obviously what they're doing isn't working, so they have to do something different. So they have to look at the Midwest, what do we do that's different, and then learn from that, and then implement a program that might work in their own community.